Greetings, devoted fans of Days of Our Lives. Welcome back to the electrifying pages of TV Drama Digest, where we peel back the layers of Salem's most tantalizing tales with fervor and flair. Today, we're diving headfirst into a story that's sure to set your soap opera senses ablaze, a gripping update on Rachel Black's harrowing journey, as shared by the heartfelt and riveting insights of actress Linsey Godfrey. Buckle up, because this isn't just a storyline. It's a heart-wrenching saga of trauma, secrets, and the enduring bonds of family, poised to unravel the very fabric of Salem. To fully appreciate the seismic emotional stakes, we must first rewind to the roots of Rachel and Sarah Horton's profound connection, a bond so deep it transcends biology and defies the chaos of Salem's tangled family trees. Years ago, in one of the most gut-wrenching twists in Days' history, a baby swap orchestrated by the cunning Kristen Deara saw Rachel, the biological daughter of Kristen and Brady Black, placed in the arms of Sarah Horton and Eric Brady. For the first year of Rachel's life, Sarah raised her as her own, pouring every ounce of her maternal love into the child she believed was hers. Feeding her, soothing her cries, celebrating her first smiles. Sarah's heart was irrevocably entwined with Rachel's. Even after the devastating truth of the swap came to light, Sarah's love for Rachel never wavered. "She's not just a child I once raised," Sarah has said in moments of reflection. "She's a part of me, forever." This maternal devotion forms the bedrock of their relationship, a connection that Linsey Godfrey describes as intricate, raw, and achingly beautiful. Now, as Rachel faces a storm of physical and emotional turmoil, Sarah's protective instincts are reignited, setting the stage for a drama that promises to shake Salem to its core. They have this very interesting, very deep connection, and I love that we're revisiting that connection, Godfrey shared in an exclusive interview with TV Drama Digest. Her words carried the weight of a performer who knows the gravity of the story she's helping to tell. A story that's not just about a child in distress, but about the lengths a mother will go to protect her own, even when the ties that bind are forged in deception. Rachel Black, now a precocious young girl, has always been a force to be reckoned with in Salem. With her sharp wit and fiery spirit, she's navigated the turbulent waters of her family's drama with a resilience that belies her years. But lately, something's amiss. Rachel has been plagued by persistent stomach issues, a troubling symptom that's raised alarm bells for those closest to her. The catalyst? A chilling incident at the Deara mansion that's left the girl reeling. Brady Black, Rachel's devoted father, wastes no time in rushing her to Salem University Hospital for answers. The urgency in his actions speaks volumes. Brady knows his daughter is tough, but he also senses that her ailments may be more than physical. Enter Sarah Horton, whose medical expertise and emotional investment in Rachel make her a pivotal figure in this unfolding mystery. As a doctor, Sarah is determined to diagnose Rachel's condition. As a surrogate mother, she's desperate to ease the girl's suffering. At first, Sarah suspects that Rachel's symptoms might be psychosomatic, a manifestation of grief over the recent death of her grandfather, John Black. John was a towering figure in Rachel's life, a beacon of stability in a world often rocked by scandal and betrayal. His passing left a void in Salem, and Sarah wonders if Rachel's stomach pains are her body's way of processing that loss. Grief can do strange things to a child, Sarah muses to a colleague, her brow furrowed with concern. But as she spends more time with Rachel, Sarah begins to sense that something far darker is at play. She doesn't really help dig into the truth much, Godfrey notes, hinting at Sarah's initial missteps. She's so focused on Rachel's physical symptoms that she misses the bigger picture, at least at first. This oversight sets the stage for a slow-burn revelation, one that will test Sarah's instincts as both a physician and a caregiver. The true source of Rachel's distress lies not in her grandfather's death, but in a moment of violence so shocking it seared itself into her young mind. On the fateful night of E.J. Deara's shooting, a crime that sent Salem into a frenzy of speculation, Rachel was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Hidden in the opulent shadows of the Deara mansion, she saw something no child should ever see: Johnny Deara, her nephew, pointing a gun at his father, E.J. The image is haunting. Rachel, her wide eyes reflecting the glint of the firearm, her small hands pressed against her mouth to stifle a gasp. Did Johnny pull the trigger? The show has kept viewers in agonizing suspense, with no clear answer yet. But for Rachel, the uncertainty is irrelevant. The sight of a gun aimed at a man she knew as a family friend, a man who'd once shared a cookie with her during a rare moment of warmth, was enough to fracture her sense of safety. In that instant, the world she thought she understood crumbled. Godfrey's performance as Sarah captures this trauma with a nuance that's both heartbreaking and riveting. Rachel's been a tough cookie for years, she explains. She's grown up in a world where secrets and lies are as common as breakfast cereal. But this is different. Witnessing something so violent, so personal, it's messing with her in ways she can't even articulate. Sarah, for her part, begins to notice subtle changes in Rachel's behavior. The girl who once met the world with a defiant smirk now flinches at loud noises. Her once vibrant drawings, filled with bright colors and bold lines, have given way to dark, chaotic scribbles. During a quiet moment at the hospital, Rachel clutches Sarah's hand with a desperation that sends a chill down the doctor's spine. She has something heavy to release, Godfrey says, her voice tinged with the weight of Sarah's dawning realization. And it's definitely not just about John's death. What makes Rachel's story so compelling is her internal conflict. At her young age, she's already mastered the art of keeping secrets, a skill honed in a family where truth is often a dangerous commodity. But this secret is different. It's not a petty lie about sneaking an extra cookie or eavesdropping on an adult conversation. It's a burden that's eating her alive, manifesting in the stomach pains that have landed her in the hospital. Rachel's silence is a testament to her loyalty to her family, but it's also a cry for help. She's torn between her love for Johnny, who's always been a protective older figure in her life, and the horror of what she saw. Should she tell someone? Would anyone believe her? And if she speaks, what will happen to the fragile web of relationships that holds her world together? These questions swirl in her mind, a relentless storm that Godfrey portrays with devastating clarity. Sarah, meanwhile, is grappling with her own frustrations. As a doctor, she's trained to seek concrete answers. Test results, diagnoses, treatment plans. But Rachel's condition defies easy categorization. Blood work comes back normal, imaging shows no abnormalities. Yet the girl's pain is real, palpable in the way she curls into herself during examinations. Sarah's maternal instincts scream that Rachel is hiding something, but her attempts to coax the truth are met with guarded silence. There's a moment where Sarah looks at Rachel and sees herself, Godfrey reveals. That fear of speaking a truth that could shatter everything, it's something Sarah knows all too well. This shared vulnerability deepens their bond, even as it complicates Sarah's efforts to help. She begins to consult with colleagues, including Dr. Kayla Brady, whose expertise in pediatric psychology offers a new perspective. Kayla suggests that Rachel may be suffering from post-traumatic stress, a diagnosis that hits Sarah like a thunderbolt. As the days pass, Sarah becomes more determined to unravel the mystery of Rachel's distress. She spends late nights poring over medical journals, searching for clues that might explain the girl's symptoms. She also leans on Brady, whose own guilt over failing to protect Rachel fuels his resolve to support Sarah's efforts. Together, they form an unlikely team, bound by their shared love for the girl at the center of this storm. But the path to the truth is fraught with obstacles. Johnny, unaware that Rachel witnessed his confrontation with EJ, grows increasingly erratic, his guilt over the shooting manifesting in reckless behavior. Kristen Deara, Rachel's biological mother, senses that something's wrong with her daughter, but is too consumed by her own schemes to dig deeper. And EJ, recovering from his injuries, remains a looming presence, his piercing gaze hinting that he knows more than he's letting on. Sarah's breakthrough comes during a quiet moment at the hospital when Rachel, exhausted by her pain, lets slip a cryptic remark about a gun in the dark. The words send a jolt through Sarah, who presses gently for more details. Rachel clams up, her eyes wide with fear, but the seed is planted. Sarah begins to piece together the timeline of Rachel's symptoms, realizing that they began shortly after EJ's shooting. Could the two be connected? She definitely won't think it's something like Johnny pointing a gun at EJ, Godfrey says with a wry smile, underscoring the shock that awaits Sarah. The revelation, when it comes, promises to be a seismic event in Salem, one that will ripple through the Deara and Black families with devastating force. Will Sarah confront Johnny? Will Rachel find the courage to speak her truth? And what will happen when the full scope of that fateful night comes to light? Rachel's ordeal is more than just a soap opera plotline. It's a poignant exploration of trauma, resilience, and the power of human connection. Linsey Godfrey's portrayal of Sarah Horton brings a raw authenticity to the story, capturing the anguish of a woman torn between her professional duty and her personal love for a child in pain. Rachel, played with remarkable depth by young actress Finley Rose Slater, is a character who embodies the fragility and strength of childhood, her journey a reminder of the lasting impact of violence on young minds. As we await the next chapter in this gripping saga, one thing is certain: Days of Our Lives is delivering drama at its finest. Will Sarah help Rachel overcome her obsession with the night that changed everything? Or will the secrets she uncovers tear their world apart? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: Salem will never be the same. So, dear readers, grab your tissues and settle in for the ride. The truth is out there, lurking in the shadows of the Deara mansion, and when it finally comes to light, it's going to be explosive. What do you think Rachel's next move will be? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.